lives in a country that has been beset by a long, drawn-out war. Each night, gunfire erupts and stirs his anxiety. Frightened, he heads to the living room to be with his parents. His mother's smile always manages to cheer the boy up. Though he is a coward at heart, he says this for the sake of his beloved mother. "One day I'll be a soldier and keep you safe, Mom." His mother breaks into a wide, happy smile at his words. Suddenly, there is a loud noise from the entrance to the home. His parents scream for a long, agonizing moment, and then they fall silent. The enemy soldier overlooks the boy and leaves. He nervously makes his way to the corridor where he'd heard his parents' terrible screams. He finds the corpses of his parents cooling on the floor. He inches closer and examines the sword that is impaled in his father's still form. It is decorated with a distinctive emblem. The boy crumples to the floor and begins to sob as shame at his weakness overwhelms him. Even now, the thought of the enemy he saw from the closet makes him go weak in the knees. He is a coward, a craven, a sniveling child who had been unable to act. Years pass. The boy that lost his parents has become a soldier. He did so for one reason: to find the man who ruined his life and kill him. Once afraid, the boy is now possessed by naught but pure, unyielding vengeance. The other troops often single out the unsociable boy. The boy stares back at the soldier before him. The coward he once was is now a distant stranger. captain steps in to stop the quarrel. But rather than look at him, the boy turns away. Though a captain, the man is rather soft and weak-willed. When the boy looks at him, it is like looking at the coward he once was. Turning his back on his caring captain, the boy departs. The next day, the soldiers are briefed on their upcoming operation. Each one of them receives a set of materials. When the boy looks at the documents, a terrifying smile slowly emerges on his face. For on the first page is the same emblem that was on the sword all those years ago. His sworn enemy is close now, so very close. The boy feels his blood begin to boil as he considers this. Then he slowly makes his way to the captain. There is a man among our foes, the same man who killed my parents. I owe this man. The debt must be paid. Put me in the front line so I may take his life. Enraged, the boy draws his weapon and moves to attack his own captain. Though the other man quakes in fear, he does not rescind from his previous order. The boy hurls abuse at the timid man as he sheaths his weapon and departs. As the other soldiers sleep, the boy stirs. If he can't get permission, he will simply act alone. It is the same burly soldier who always tries to fight him. The boy lies. Though this soldier usually irritates him, today he pays him no mind. Instead, he bends all his thought on the man who took his parents from him. He has killed him over and over in his imagination. But now, the boy infiltrates the enemy camp just before daybreak. The rows of tents are silent in the shadow of dawn. A small fire burns in a tent deep within the camp, and he senses the presence of an enemy. It's him. As hatred flares inside him, the boy strikes at the man with all of his might. The enemy captain looks the boy square in the eyes. And then, his voice unsteady, he murmurs something. He pauses, coughs up a gout of blood, and tries again. Lying on death's door, the enemy soldier says his piece. He tells the boy the truth of that fateful night. He was not a random soldier, but the boy's own father. The couple were not his parents, but brigands who stole him from the cradle. With a trembling hand, the man hands the boy a small notebook before breathing his last. In it, he learns his home country ran a kidnapping scheme targeting infants. Glued within the pages are multiple pictures of the couple who raised him. His parents are a sin, his life a sham. He has devoted his existence to nothing. The battlefield lies in a cold, hollow silence as the sun slowly begins to rise.